Be right with you guys.
Sure.
There you go.
Hey, all right, you made it. Yeah. Yes, sir, right over there with the information with you.
How you doing today? We're just actually looking around the facility.
Why?
How's it going, guys? Amagansett Press coming to you from the Arapahoe County Sheriff's Office and Coroner's Office. I'm out with Watching the Watchman today. We are in beautiful Centennial, Colorado, and we're going to take a look around this facility and see what we can see. Start out, we have Old Glory waving in the breeze as she should. So one of the last places you want to wind up, if not the last place, the Arapahoe County Coroner's Office. Actually have a Arapahoe County Sheriff's vehicle here in the parking lot. We'll get you a little shot of that on the way back towards the main entrance. So this is Arapahoe County Sheriff Vehicle 882. Well, I'll give him credit for that. American flag. No blue line flags. That's what we like to see. Friendly wave, and we'll see if it stays that way. How you making out there today, Watchman? Been a while. Watchman's been busy with school and the move, and he's got a job, so he's a busy guy. Got a lot of work, but he's settled in and back out on the audits with us, so we welcome him back. Video surveillance in use. All bags will be searched. Use the other door. Okay. I don't mind being searched. No weapons or contraband allowed.
Be right with you guys.
Sure.
There you go.
Hey, all right, you made it. Yeah. Yes, sir, right over there with the information with you.
How you doing today? We're just actually looking around the facility.
Why?
Just to look around. My name's Jason. This is my son, Ben. And we're just out doing a little tour of government buildings. Strange to some, not so strange to others, you know.
No, I kind of figured out when you walked up with the camera going.
Yeah, some people like to photograph birds, some people like to photograph signs. We like government buildings.
Not a whole hell of a lot to see around here. You're seeing it.
Well, you've seen it every day for how many years, right? I've never been here before. First visit. So it's all new to us.
You know, I can make a better suggestion for you if you'd be interested.
I'll listen to anything you have to say.
But they'll give you a tour of the facility if you call and set it up.
You know what? We might do that as well.
I mean, they're pretty honest.
Yeah. And what do? They take you into the restricted areas as well? Because we're not interested in going in any restricted, non-accessible areas. We're just looking to go into public areas, lobby, hallways, that kind of thing.
You know, well, first of all, this is pretty much it. What you're seeing is it, because everything else is restricted.
Okay. Well, yeah, but you got this whole lobby here, and there's pamphlets available to the public and that kind of thing, and that's what we're looking at.
Okay.
Simple as that.
No biggie. I mean, you're gonna have to go through the normal screening process.
I have no problem with that.
Okay.
No problem at all.
Need everything out of your pockets,
You got it.
including belts and watches.
Belts and watches. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Wallet too.
Yeah, you got to think of it as a library. I don't want my machine to go off, so.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So belts and watches. I really got to take my belt off here, huh? Jeez, you're gonna make my pants fall down.
So you'll be like the kids today.
Then I'll be in. Oh yeah, we have that. We have that discussion once in a while, I'm not a big fan of that. I think you grew up in a similar era to me.
I did.
This guy's empty. I left it in the car, obviously.
Need your watch.
So how long have you been working at this wonderful facility?
I've been working on this account for a year and a half.
Year and a half, that's it? All right, so what else? Bag?
You're gonna need your bag because I'm gonna have to go through that.
Go through it.
Yeah, I got.
Can I go through it with you? Because I'm very meticulous about how everything's in. It's just camera equipment, but
Well,
I don't want to spend a half an hour putting it back together later.
I don't.
I'll open everything up for you, show
I
it
don't
to you.
pull anything out.
Okay.
All I'm doing is looking.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't. To be honest with you, I don't care.
Yeah, you can look away. There's a, I think that pocket's got a battery backup in it and some,
That's this thing right here.
what's that?
That's the battery backup right there.
Yep. Should be a couple of pens in there, some paperwork. I got my footsie warmers in that pocket in case it gets too cold out there.
Oh, come on. Are you saying you're...
Well, I didn't use them. They're still in there. Now, you know what? It's funny because we're from New York originally. And you expect Colorado to be so cold and that kind of thing, and it's not. It's not. I think the weather's nicer here.
What is this?
That's pepper spray.
Okay, that can't come in.
Okay. Can you hang on to that for me while I'm walking
Actually,
around?
what I need you to do is run that back to your vehicle if you don't mind.
Really?
Yes, please.
You can't just hang on to it behind the desk there for me? We're going to be out of here in 3 minutes. It's going to be real quick in and out. You're more than welcome to hang on to it. You can hang on to that whole bag if you want.
Well, that's the biggest thing that I'm finding. That's
Well, and you know why I didn't bring this to your attention? Because I'm aware that in the state of Colorado, it's not considered a weapon. It's not even a personal defense thing. It's just pepper spray. So.
And you know, pepper spray really doesn't work that well.
No, I know. Well, it works on the dogs.
Yeah.
That's all I carry for.
It just irritates them.
I got better things for the bad guys. That's for the dogs.
The pepper spray on the long-nosed dogs
Right.
doesn't do anything.
No? Have you?
It's the short-nosed ones. It'll scatter them. The long-nosed ones.
Have you had to spray a dog before?
No, I've had to go 2 dogs after somebody else has sprayed them,
Really?
and that is not a good scenario.
No.
I always figure just a few kibbles will calm the dog down.
Eh, well, you never know. I'm always, we have a dog, so I'm always more concerned about it when I'm walking my own dog, because that's when the dogs tend to get into a problem with each other.
Yeah, but I just don't like the idea of somebody spraying a dog.
No, me either. I've never had to.
To me, that's animal cruelty.
It is, but I think it's less cruel than some other ways of getting rid of them. And it's less cruel than me getting bit, right? That sounds cruel. I hear dog bites hurt.
They do,
Yeah.
but most of the time they're just protecting their domain anyway.
Of course.
I look at it.
Yeah, but I mean, who knows? You're
What
right.
kind of dog you got?
That's a good question. He's part
He's
pit.
an American dog.
He's got some pit bull, but he's actually a rescue. So the rescue place that we got him labels everything as a lab mix. So on paper, technically, he's a lab mix.
What rescue did you get him from?
In New York.
Oh, in New York.
Yeah, it's a place called ARF, Animal Rescue Fund.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you have to give them a $300 donation because you're not allowed to pay them for the dog, so, yeah.
Yeah. I think they, and don't quote me on this, but I believe in Colorado they try to go a little bit further than just a generic lab mix.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they should. Yeah, they should.
Because there's some communities where like pit bulls aren't allowed.
Right. Well, actually, where we live, that's the case. And I told them the truth, just like I just told you. And they said, well, we go by what it says on the paperwork. I said, all right, well, it sounds good to me.
So you living here in Colorado now?
Yes. Yep.
You must be living in Aurora, right?
No. Why you say that?
Because that's one that I'm most familiar of, no pit bulls.
Oh, I got you. No. Well, he really doesn't look like pure pit. He looks like he's got a little pit to him. He more looks like a, kind of like a pointer.
Okay.
Yeah.
The one that I have always liked is the Blue Heelers.
Blue Heelers. Pits?
No, it's its own dog.
Okay. Never heard of them.
It's a great cattle dog, short hairs.
Okay.
They're a dingo. They got some dingo in them.
Right.
Extremely territorial.
Very hyper.
Pretty hyper. Great with kids. and they
You have a dog?
used to, but the problem is they can jump. So the normal security fence is 6
Right,
foot. Doesn't work with them because
No.
they leap over it pretty easily.
Yeah, you got to be, you got to really look into the breed and figure out the requirements and the needs and all the peculiarities and all that stuff. And
Growing up, I had a blue heeler, and that was the best dog I ever.
blue heeler, I'm going to be 50 years old next month, and I've never heard of a blue heeler.
You're gonna make me show you a picture, aren't you?
Sure, I'd love to. Yeah. Well, it's funny. My grandfather used to tell me, as long as you live, you'll always learn something old every day, because it's only new to you.
Yeah. Hopefully I spelled this right.
What is it, GAS security?
G4.
G4S. Gotcha. Wow, so does the face actually have like a blue
Yeah.
hue to it? That's cool. I guess it's a mix between, looks like there's a little Rottweiler in there or something. Huh?
No, Australian heeler.
Or is that what you used to have? Or
Yeah.
yeah, cool.
They were great dogs.
How come you didn't get another one?
Moved to the city.
There you go. Where do you live in Denver?
Roar.
Right on.
Okay, I'm gonna hang on to this. But
That's fine.
I needed you to take this back.
I appreciate you doing that for me. And I got to say, our first experience here with G4S Security, you're a very good ambassador for the company. We appreciate your professionalism and demeanor.
All right. Now, if you guys don't mind, hang on to your cameras while you come around.
While I walk around through the metal detector,
Yeah.
absolutely. Sure.
And is that a body camera?
It is. You want that too?
Yeah.
Yep. Just don't put a fingerprint on the lens for me and you got a deal.
I won't.
All right.
I'll lick it.
I got a Jimmy John's order coming. If you can just let me know when it gets here.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir. I'll grab that back from
Okay,
you.
now what's this in your pocket right here?
Pen.
Mind if I see the...
Sure.
That's one of those ballistic pens, isn't
Oh, they say it is, but it doesn't do anything but write on paper.
it? Right upside down?
I believe it does, yeah. Yeah, I keep it in there and I keep it, I don't know why, because I rarely use them, but I got a notepad in here. Pencils and pens and a notepad. And I got the Write in the Rain pad. Never know. You can hang on to that too if you want, if it makes you feel better.
I was just looking at it. Pretty neat pen.
Yeah. Supposedly, you know why I keep it in my pocket mostly is because it's supposed to break glass.
Yeah, this
So,
end.
if it works, if you ever need it.
Probably have to move this clip on it for it to actually work.
Yeah, it's weird the way they have that set up like that. But
You'd have it down a little bit more. But I'm not the engineer.
it was like $10 on Amazon. Everything's on Amazon, right? But now I got to get dressed all over again.
Oh,
I'm not used to walking around without a belt.
well, your pants didn't fall down. That's a good thing.
Well, not that you see. You're behind you on the other side of the counter.
Well, I don't know if I really want to see that.
No, you don't. Can I just take this basket over to the chair right there so I can...
You can if you want, or I'll hold on to your camera so you can get dressed. I don't give.
It might take me a minute. I'll just prop it up if that's all right with you. Thanks.
Yeah, this is as far as you can go. So that's what I was saying. We were.
Let me tell you something. Being that we're at the sheriff's office, this is as far as I want to go.
This is. Well, most people are under the impression that the sheriff's office is also where the jail's at.
No, but you don't want to get taken back there either.
There's really nothing about it.
No, they don't bring prisoners in there? I guess you got a Sally Port or something somewhere?
No, well, no, they can't even get into this building.
No?
That's over by the courthouse.
Gotcha.
No, this is mainly the puzzle palace.
Puzzle pals. So this is just administrative,
Yeah,
that's it? Does the
a lot of training goes on here.
sheriff and the undersheriff, I guess, have their offices here?
Yeah,
Cool.
and a lot of training. They bring people in for training all the time.
Oh, they do? You have training facilities in here?
Yeah,
Wow.
different classrooms.
So is that something, if I scheduled a tour, that I'd be able to take a look at, do you know? Or?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, cool.
And they're pretty open about giving tours, so like
We
I
might
said,
have to set that up. Yeah. And what do they do, that Monday through Friday, or just call the
yeah,
number?
Monday through Friday,
Okay.
because the building's closed.
Closed on Saturday still?
Closed on the weekend. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Good to know.
They're, like I said, they're really good about giving tours. So
No, that's cool. That's how it should be, yeah.
they're obviously they wouldn't let you into a place that dispatch.
Right,
Cameras.
yeah, no,
I mean,
of
that
course.
just makes sense.
Right. Keep the private stuff private, and
Exactly.
everything else is what it is.
Yeah, and so that you know, for your viewers, one of our first deputy sheriffs in this county was Bat Masterson.
Okay.
So a little bit of history there
One of the first deputy sheriffs was Bat Masterson.
for Arapahoe County.
Yeah, that's interesting. Cool. Yeah, there's a lot of very interesting, being from New York, you come out here and there's just all kinds of stuff
Yeah,
like
most
that. That's
people,
pretty
when
neat.
they say Bat Masterson, they go, who?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I couldn't give you a history, but I know the name, I know. Yeah.
You rode with Wyatt Earp
Right, right.
and Doc Holliday.
That's very cool. Are you from Colorado
Oh, yeah.
originally?
Oh, yeah.
Born and raised?
Oh yeah, generational.
Wow, cool. I'm jealous. It's nice. It really is. It's a nice state. I was actually going to move here 25 years ago, and my wife moved in with me. Life kept happening. My son was born 10 years later, and we'll do it next year. We'll do it next year. And he finally got old enough where he was interested in making a move too, so we did it.
Yeah.
It was just
The big
about
thing
4
that I
months
try-
ago.
Big thing I try to tell people is that don't judge the state of Colorado by the Denver metro area.
No, of course not. I don't even go near the Denver metro area. I don't even want to.
You're right in the middle of the Denver metro area.
Well, you know what I mean. I'm talking about like going into Denver. I'm not a city person. I'd rather be out in the.
I try to tell people that there is so much outside of this area that you really want to learn about Colorado. Get away from this crap.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, the Western Slope is just, and by Western Slope I mean Western Colorado.
Right.
It's just stocked with history.
You mean out like by Rifle, out
Yeah,
that direction?
Rifle's a prime place to start.
Yeah. No, we actually want to go. Did you see the gal that's got the open carry restaurant?
Shooters?
Yeah, Shooters. That's what it is. Yeah, we want to go out there and have lunch.
Yeah, she's a great gal.
Just so you've been there.
Oh, more than once.
Nice.
That is a stop whenever I go home.
Very cool. And do you go in an open carry to make her happy?
Oh yeah.
Good. Yeah, yeah.
You know, then you go north to a little town called Meeker. They have a whole bunch of stuff around the 4th of July. It's well worth your trip.
Very cool.
Little town called Uray in southwestern Colorado. If you really want to see some crazies, go watch the World Ice Climbing Championships.
World Ice Climbing Championships. What's that, in January?
January, February.
Cool. I don't have to remember any of this because I'm recording it, so I can go back and look at the video.
There's stuff in this state that most people have never even heard of.
Wow. No, that's cool. Yeah, no, we're looking forward to checking out as much of it as we can.
During the summer, there's damn near a festival every weekend through October.
We got here in, it was right July 4th weekend,
Okay.
and it was almost 100 degrees. I thought we were going to Colorado.
That's down here. That's down here. You get up in the mountains and it'll be
Right, right.
70s, 80s.
Yeah, we saw a thing. What's the name of that peak? The real high up one that the highest peak you can drive up to? Things
Pikes
like,
Peak.
no, it was
Evans.
Mount Evans. And they were down at the bottom. It was probably 90 degrees. They went up to the top and it was in the 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was
Pikes Peak will get you that way too.
really?
Oh yeah.
Well, that's down by Springs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to get down there
You've got to
too.
get a permit to drive that anymore.
You do?
Because- Oh yeah, because there's so many people that drive it.
Wow.
They're just deteriorating the area.
So the state park pass doesn't get you in?
No,
You got
you got to get a permit.
to,
Unfortunately.
that's another form of revenue, right? It's another,
So, climate.
yeah.
Take the walk.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, yeah.
You know, but be prepared to leave early in the morning because you want to get up and back before nightfall.
How high is Pikes Peak?
Carolyn, how high is Pikes Peak? Is that? I know it's a 14er. Is it 14.5?
It's that high up, huh?
One moment, sir, I will tell you. I don't remember.
That's cool. We're getting all kinds of information here.
Pikes Peak is 14,115 feet.
So I was 400 feet too high. Okay.
Is there like from a certain month to a certain month that they let you go up, or is it year round, or
That part I don't know.
probably limited to?
If you're not used to cold weather, I wouldn't do it during the winter
Right.
because you will run into snow.
Or then you got to drive. Yeah. I got a Suburban, so I can drive.
Got it made then.
All right. And I'm sorry, what was your name?
Jim,
Jim, Jason.
nice to meet you.
Pleasure, really appreciate it. Thank you.
What can I do for you, sir?
This is where you take care of your civil issues here at the Sheriff's Office. And they accept all forms of payments. I'm sorry, what was your name, ma'am?
My name is Carolyn.
Carolyn, thank you very much for the information. I appreciate it. My name's Jason. This is my son, Ben.
Nice to meet you.
So have your drop box for your unwanted drugs here.
Okay, what I'm gonna do,
Items that are allowed and items that are not allowed.
don't forget all your stuff. You can start out there for this information.
So get the record section here. So this is beyond this point to restricted area. Another restricted area down this way.
Hello. This is the application for a concealed carry.
So the mission statement here at the Arapahoe County Sheriff's Office says committed to quality service with an emphasis on integrity, professionalism, and community spirit. We certainly got plenty of that from Jim. So we have some public information pamphlets here.
You know, it's the application and then the fingerprints of that.
More stuff on this side. Looks like another restricted access. You have the ladies' room and the men's room here. Map of Colorado. And this building was dedicated in 2002. All right, Jim, so we'll get out of your hair. And just two quick questions for you. Well,
No, I didn't do it.
no, you didn't do it. Neither did I. We were at the same place at the same time. I was going to ask you if you could give me a phone number that I might be able to call to try to set up one of those tours.
Just call in our number that's listed.
Non-emergency, whatever number
Yeah.
comes up.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Actually, it'd be the general information number, pardon me.
and you don't have a card or anything, right?
No.
All right, I'll look it up.
I'm not high enough up the food chain to have cards.
Gotcha. The other thing I was going to ask you for is your supervisor's phone number, because I'd like to give them a call and just let them know how wonderful you treated us and what a great job you're doing.
Well, you can catch them at the courthouse
Okay.
through Friday. But as far as giving you the phone number,
Right?
I'm not allowed to do that.
You're not allowed to give out G4S, like a main office number or
I can
something?
give you the main office number, but
Yeah, that's fine.
they've got it so automated now that unless you knew who to talk to, you'd be off in
Well, give me a starting point. And then if I can't find it there, I'll do a little homework and poke around, see what I can find.
How you doing, man?
No, because we really do appreciate you. You know, you don't find that kind of, I was just reading the mission statement up there. And it's, you know, committed to quality service with an emphasis on integrity, professionalism, and community spirit. You basically covered all those bases. And that's, you know, that's not an everyday occurrence. A lot of people get a little squirrely around cameras for some reason.
Yeah, you know, it's
James George, so you have two first names.
oh yeah.
Let me guess, was your dad James George too?
Nope.
No? He was George James.
Nope.
That really was a pleasure. You got to try walking into a sheriff's office in New York.
I was in New York one time and told myself I'd never be back.
There you go. It's a beautiful place, but it looks a heck of a lot better in the rearview mirror.
I'm not partial to people that seem to think they know everything about the world and they've never been.
Well, you got a couple of those here too, but not nowhere near as many. I'll give you that.
You know, I've actually been told that I ought to be an ambassador for this state.
Well,
Because of my knowledge and my love of the state.
well, you're a local.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you care, and that comes across. Obvious. You seem like you like your job too.
I try to. There's days that are trying.
Of course. Are you ex-law enforcement?
No.
No?
No. Ex-military.
Ex-military, there you go. Good. See, I like you even more. It's getting better by the minute here, Jim.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with these guys around here. We've got some excellent deputies in this department.
Finding so far, my personal experiences is that the law enforcement in Colorado is a step above the law enforcement in New York that I'm used to. I can certainly say that, so far.
There's a couple of city... I better not say anything.
Yeah, don't get yourself in trouble.
That'd be prejudicial.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not fond of them anyway. And it doesn't have anything to do with today. It's just...
You know what? I can flip that around for you and tell you that there's some guys walking around with cameras that would drive me nuts. So not all camera guys are nice either.
You know,
there's...
I figure you're probably one of the, what we affectionately call the First Amendment people.
We do stand up for the first, you know what, I'll tell you what, but there's more than that to my story. I went to what's called the School of Visual Arts in Manhattan, starting in 1988, I believe. Got a degree in photography. I majored in photography. We actually had to play with developer and film and negatives and all that stuff back then.
You got to do the fun stuff.
Oh, yeah. The dark room. Yeah. Lots goes down in the dark. What goes down in the dark room stays in the dark room, you know? But, and then I was actually a staff photographer for the New York Times for a number of years. Worked for different newspapers, publications. I still have a freelance account with a couple of news agencies. And I can't tell you how many times over the years my rights were trampled on for taking pictures out in public, on a public street.
Okay.
From both, so it's, you know, it's something close to my heart. I believe that people should be, you know, when you're in public and you're taking pictures, you're taking photographs, it's anything that's available, you know, whatever your eyes can see. And also, as far as government is concerned, transparency and that sort of thing is very important, and accountability, and, you know.
I would wholeheartedly agree with that.
Yeah.
But you do realize the Second Amendment is what protects the First Amendment.
Of course, and I believe in the Second Amendment as well. I got my card.
And unfortunately, there's a lot of people in this world that don't believe that. They would like to eliminate that one.
Major media is
prime pusher on that one.
Yeah, so we're the guys that are trying to, you know, it's an uphill battle, but there's a lot of guys out there doing a lot of good work, and I hope to consider myself one of them.
You know, we've done a few things in our society that tend to make society worse instead of better.
Oh, absolutely.
The thought process was great when they thought about it.
Right.
But in action,
there's nothing behind it though anymore, because nowadays, ever since 9/11, okay, which I've heard, I can't tell you how many times somebody says to me in this day and age, 9/11 as far as I remember was about 18 years ago. Yeah. But people are very frightened since then, very afraid of every, you know, the boogeyman and the whole, and I'm still living in the land of the free and the home of the brave. And that's...
But stop and think, when you and I were growing up, we did duck and cover drills.
Of course. I was telling my son that all the time. I was under the desk wondering what the desk was going to do to save me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, so
And when I was a kid and you were a kid, you'd be out in the street with a camera and somebody jump in front of it and say, "Hey, Mom," and wave at you and want to get on film. And
oh yeah.
now people, I mean, and you ask, the funniest part about it is, Jim, is you ask somebody if somebody gets upset that I'm videotaping out in public, you ask them, "What are you upset about?" "Oh, I just don't want to be on the camera." Why? They can't even tell you why. They just know they just don't want to be recorded.
See, and I'm one of those.
Who cares?
That's it. It's personal preference. I just don't like cameras.
Oh, really? So if you were out in public, you would be upset about somebody videotaping
Yeah,
you?
I'd probably turn around, and walk the other direction.
Well, that's a smart move, yeah. Because if you engage somebody, then, you know, it's really bad logic to, if you don't want to be on camera, to walk up to somebody with a camera that's recording.
Yeah. That's why I usually watch.
But you're a smart guy. You made yourself look wonderful today.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, and we need good guys out there. It's good for, you know, I like exposing the good guys as much as I like exposing the bad guys. You know, we need good guys out there, and you set an example for the other guys that are, you know, the younger guys.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. No, you do. And you should hear it.
But experience also comes with age.
Of course, yeah. Right.
You know,
Oh, I wasn't this calm and smiley when I was 24, I can tell you. Yeah. Thought I knew it all, and, you know.
and then you realize that small stuff, I don't need to sweat that one.
Right.
Worry about the stuff that,
Oh, I don't worry about any. I heard somebody said to me years ago, the first 20 years of your life you spend worrying about what everybody else is thinking about you and what they're saying, right? The second 20 years you decide you don't give a damn, right? And then the last 20 years you realize nobody was even talking about you anyway.
yep.
Most of the time, right? So who cares? You just live your life, do your thing, and yeah.
All I try to do is just raise my kids so that they're good, upstanding citizens. And,
That's it. Any of your kids going to the military?
yeah.
All of them?
No.
No. That's cool. Same branch as you?
No, not a chance.
No. What were you in the Army? Yeah.
He decided Marine Corps was his calling.
There you go. Is he still in?
He got out last year.
And Dad's happy. And Mom's even happier.
Like I said, I don't care what they do, just so that they're good citizens.
Of course.
Do what they're supposed to.
Well, that's why I tell him I don't care if he's hanging off the back of a garbage truck. If he's smiling and he's happy and he's healthy, that's live your life, man.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
Yeah,
If it meets your needs,
that's it. Well, the most important thing you realize at our age is you got to be happy.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I've pushed on him is that it doesn't matter what you do.
Right.
You got to be happy doing it
That's it.
and make sure it meets your needs.
Well, what do the Chinese say? What do the Chinese say? A man that enjoys what he does will never work a day in his life.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
And I also tell him, and I hope he listens to me, which he probably won't, because I didn't listen to my father. His option right now is work really, really hard for the next 25, 30 years, and then you're on easy street, or slack off for the next 25, 30 years, and you'll be working for the rest of your life, right?
And unfortunately for some of us, it still worked even after that 25, 30 years.
Well, I mean, if you're smart and you come up with a plan and you do the right thing, yeah, I think we all wasted a bunch of time back in the day. I know I did.
I think every person does. They just don't want to admit it till later in life.
Of course. Yeah.
Because then, you know, when you start acknowledging that you made past mistakes, you're in your 50s going, damn, if I just did it this way.
I'm even a notch
They call
past
it-
that.
Regrets, I guess is what you call it.
You know what? Yeah,
But I don't have regrets.
I don't either, because I think to myself, I say to myself, well, what if I would have stayed in school? What if I would have done this? Maybe I wouldn't have him. Maybe I would have gotten into a car wreck somewhere. Who knows? Things work out the way they're supposed to work out, and I'm still here, so didn't do too bad.
Yeah.
You know, that's the way I look at it.
Now, if you really like to take a lot of film,
I do.
go to Steamboat the first weekend of the stock show.
Okay.
They have the Cowboy Downhill.
Okay.
So you see these pro rodeo guys on skis racing downhill,
Really?
and it's a hoot.
Cowboy hats on and
Oh yeah,
chaps
the whole-
on and the whole 9
the whole
yards.
9 yards.
That sounds fun. Steamboat. How far is that from here?
About 4.5 hours.
Yeah, not bad. Make a weekend out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but you'll enjoy it.
Nice.
Go sit in the hot springs.
I wish I could pick your brain for a lot longer. You're the guy I want to talk to. You can tell me where to go and what to do and where to take him.
He will enjoy that up there. And then just for chuckles and grins, take him to any one of the ski resorts, keep mom at home,
Okay.
and go to the bikini races at the end of the ski season.
There you go. Oh, he smiles.
And the funny part about that is that it's warm.
Okay.
And they have a pond. They make a pond for people to ski across, and they're in their swimsuits. Hence the bikini races.
Right.
And I guarantee you'll have at least one or two guys and girls they will lose their swimsuit.
Oh, yeah.
So it is a hoot.
Is there alcohol?
Yeah, you can take alcohol.
No, I don't mean for me. The ones in the bikinis, we want them to have a couple of drinks before they get out there and go
Most
across
of
the
them
water,
usually
right?
do.
There you go.
You just about have to.
There you go.
Strip down to your bikini and go across that cold water.
Yeah. All right. Jim, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much. Hope to see you again. You have a wonderful day.
You
Take
too.
care.
Sir?
Yes. Oh, almost forgot. You almost got a gift. Thank you, man.
Yep.
Have a good day. All right, guys, that was the Arapahoe County Sheriff's Office, which was actually a fantastic experience. Jim was extremely helpful, as you saw. A couple of law enforcement, my New York accent's kicking back in. Guys came through the lobby, didn't say anything to us. I'm sure that's because they saw us talking to Jim and they figured he had us handled. But very nice guy, very good experience, very transparent. Obviously not allowed into any restricted areas, but we would never expect to be. And that's it. So I am going to 100% give the Arapahoe County Sheriff's Office a big pass. That was great. So we're not going to go into the coroner's office because I don't like those kind of things. So we're going to head out, go to the next spot, see what else we could find for you. Old Glory, watching the Watchmen. It's Amagansett Press, Arapahoe County Sheriff's Office in Centennial, Colorado. Oh, and look at this real quick. We got a looks like we have one of the sheriff's dogs running around out here. Pretty cool. All right, guys, so we'll see you on the next one. Stay safe, stay warm. Watching the Watchmen, Amagansett Press, out.